Thank you very much, students, for coming on time. So we will do the analysis first, and we will do a discussion-based analysis. And some students, I feel you have some background noise. So whenever you need, you switch on the mic and talk. That's fine. So students, now before we go into the SWOT analysis, I just want to make sure whether can you see the screen and is my voice audible to you all, students? Can you just put Y in the chat box, students, if it is audible to you all? Thank you very much, students. Thank you very much. So students, now what we can specifically focus on is business ecosystem before we move on to this. So I'll write down here Airfield, so our name of our company, okay? And we are going to do the SWOT analysis today, okay, students? And before we do the SWOT analysis, I just want to make it clear that you are aware about the, I can say, the ecosystem of which this business works out. So I'll write down here ecosystem. So in simple language, students, what is ecosystem in your understanding? Anyone, can you just tell me, students, what is ecosystem in your understanding? You can use the chat box.
Sir, ecosystem environment.
Very good. That is fine. So students, now little observe. Yes, please.
The environment in which the organization operates.
Environment in organization operates. Okay. Okay. So students, now I will come into the explanation. So ecosystem means the interdependency of a business in the sector of industry. So students, if you observe here, the term is interdependency. Now, if you observe a basic example, I can specifically say is, now if you observe Facebook is interdependent with the internet providers, internet service providers. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Now, I think, can you remember Jio introduced something called fiber optics? Can someone recall that, students? Jio started something called fiber optics with Netflix, Facebook, everything. So this is a basic example how nowadays businesses work with each other. Because students, nowadays you need to understand the complex situation. If everyone is competing in a business environment, ultimately no one will be earning a single cent. So students, now I just want to give you a basic understanding of ecosystem stereotype. Ecosystem stereotypes. So students, if you observe this ecosystem stereotypes, what I can specifically say, it is divided into a matrix. So just give me a minute, student. I'll just complete that. Okay, so I'll write down here low, high, and here also I'll write down high, and here I will specifically mention low. Now students, we do have two axes. So one axis what we are going to use here, we specifically say is called a complexity. What is the name, students? Complexity. We use the term here called complexity. And then students, the other area what we are going to specifically target is not the complexity. We have another term for that. We say in simple language that is known as one verb is there for that. Anyone, you can guess that. One is complexity and the other one is known as orchestration. What is that, students? Orchestration. So students, by any chance, have you heard this model? Vamsi, by any chance, have you heard this model? Complexity, orchestration, ecosystem series stereotype?
No, sir.
No, right?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. So students, before we do this one, we need to get the understanding how businesses work in the current 2020 situation. Because 2020 business is completely different from what we have learned in our previous academic studies. Because now the businesses are moving into a very high level of advanced thinking. So students, before I come into the explanation of complexity and this grid, I'll write down here as complexity. Complexity means, students, the legal and regulatory restriction in an industry. Now I will ask you a basic question, students. Can everyone start a hospital in India, or there are legal regulatory restrictions? What do you think, Shailvi?
Of course, sir, there are legal and regulatory restrictions.
Restriction is there, right? Because every Tom, Dick, and Harry cannot start a hospital because it is related to the human life. So I will write down here, hospital industry is highly complex. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Because it's not
Yes,
easy,
sir.
students. And even students, if you see, universities are not easy to start because you need to get the autonomous everything. So it's not easy, complex. And there is something called orchestration. I'll come to here. Orchestration is the formal and informal relationship between the market participants. Between whom, students? The market participants. The formal and informal relationship between the market participants. Now, can I ask you one question? Shailvi, one chai is how much in India?
Sir, 10 rupees?
10 rupees, right? 10 INR. And have you observed that chai price is 10 INR everywhere? Yes or no? Wherever you go
Yes,
around India. But does the parliament gazette that chai should be sold at 10 INR? No, right? No, there is no gazette for parliament. But the chai producers, do you think they have a strong orchestration between them? Do you understand what I'm saying? Another example I can give you is a saloon. The barbers. Do you think the saloon, the prices, what is the minimum price in a saloon? I think it will start with 60 INR, yes or no? But you won't get a saloon less than 60 INR. Have you observed that? But there is no government regulations. That is orchestration. And by any chance, shall we, this auto rickshaw, okay? This auto rickshaw stands, you may be aware, right? The stands, they will be there. Agree, no?
Yes, sir.
So in the
Yes, sir.
stands, when you go, when one auto guy says 50 rupee, everyone will say 50 rupee. Have you ever observed that, Shailvi? All the auto guys will say 50-50. They are united between them. Have you observed that, Shailvi?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So that is only known as orchestration. So orchestration is the interlink between the people, and complexity is the legal restriction. So students, if you observe high legal restriction and high orchestration, that means the players are very much united, and also government restriction is very, very high. The technical term we say is lion's pride. It's known as what, students? Lion's pride. Lion's pride. I will give you a basic example. Oil and gas. Now, oil and gas, if you generally see, it's highly regulated business. Agree or not agree, students? Petrol. But if you
Yes, sir.
observe, that petrol producing countries don't compete with each other. They are very much united. Make sense or doesn't make sense? Yes or no, students? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Now, if you see
Okay.
United States of America and Canada, the orchestration is very high. If you have a US passport, you can easily go to Canada without the Canadian visa. And if you have a Canadian passport, you can easily come to United States of America. So that is only known as the lion's pride, where the orchestration is strong and the complexity is strong. And these type of industries, it is very, very, very difficult to start your business. And if you start your business, you will be minting money. Okay. So the next one is complexity is low, but the orchestration is what? Very, very high. Complexity is low. That means there is no government restriction, but the orchestration is very high. That means market participants are very much united. Can I say soft drinks? What is that? Soft drinks. Can I ask you one question? Pepsi and Coke. even though they are competitors, inside the market, are they running a show? That means they are not pricing wise competing with each other. Coke is 10 means Pepsi is 10. Pepsi will never go to 2 rupees or free. Have you ever observed that, Shalvi? Yes or no? Because
Right, sir.
they are very much united. And even if you see, even we can start our own cola brand. But the problem is, since these guys are very much united, they will not let you come into the business. So students, just keep in mind that is a very, very important thing for your understanding. And then students, the next thing what I need to say here is the complexity is very high, but the orchestration is low. That means I can generally say universities. Now, can I ask you a question, students? Now, in universities, do you think the education curriculum is identical or different? What do you think, students? Same or different? Completely different, right? If you study in one university, the other university will have a different guidelines. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? So
Yes,
it's
sir.
very difficult to start a university, but the university market, the players are not having such a connection like Coke and Pepsi. So different universities will have different types of view. Another example I can say is media. Now, if you see, one media will show another way of presentation, another media, other way of presentation, but it's very difficult. Now, if you observe here, the last one, this is the most riskiest business industry. Easy to start, no government restriction, and the market players are not at all united. So can I easily use the term farmers? Now, can everyone do farming? Yes or no, Shelby? Now, if you have a bare land, can you start doing agriculture? Possible or not
Ye-
possible?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any government restriction for agriculture?
No.
And again, do you have a unity between the farmers, or different farmers are having different prices? Different farmers are having different prices, correct? So ultimately
Right.
what happens is, this section we generally say as shark tank. What is the technical term, students?
Shark Tank.
Now, if you put the sharks inside the tank, what it will do? It will eat each other. Yes or no, students? It will eat each other. Now, if you look at this Pepsi and Coke, we technically use the term as wolf gang. What is that? Wolf gang. That means the prices can be reduced, but because of the unity between these players, they won't reduce. Example, telecommunication industry in India. Can you remember once Airtel was dominating the market before Jio came into the
Right.
picture? So that is the understanding there. And the next one, students, I can say the universities and the media, we generally say here, the technical term is hornet nest. It's known as hornet nest. So students, these are the three, I can say these are the four categories of business ecosystem. And students, before we go into the positioning of our company, Airfield, can you just take around 20 seconds or 30 seconds and can you tell me in this matrix where does Airfield falls? I don't want Shelby to say the answer. I can wait for other students to also get involved. Okay, so other students can get involved. So I have just giving you around 30 seconds. So you all can write the answer, and I prefer if Mr. Amit can reveal the answer, like what you are thinking here. Our Airfield, where does it fall?
I think it would fall under the Lions
Excellent,
Pride.
excellent. Thank you very much, Mr. Amit. So actually, students, it's Lions Pride. So can I write here Airfield is falling under Lions Pride? Yes or no, students? Because you need to observe that. Because is it easy to start a business in the airport industry? High complexity? Yes or no? So many regulations are there. And the orchestration is also very strong because we have only one player in the market who is our number one competitor. He's known as whom, students? The Skyline, agree, no, students? So if you observe and see, very less number of people. And if you see here, it's on the Lions Pride section, and the orchestration is very, very high as well, because Skyline will definitely not directly compete with us. I think that makes a lot of sense here, because in this industry, all the players are less, so they will be dominating the market condition. So before we go into the positioning analysis, students, you can just let me know any doubts you have.
So does this theory has anything to do with game theory?
No, game theory is completely a different theory. Game theory is different. I will explain that later, but this is not game theory, students. This is a new system of industry analysis.
So if there is any option, sir, can we code these lion pride or?
Yes, you must. I will teach you all those things, students, but let's go in a small processing way, students, because I need this quality level of your mind, because I'm not pressurizing too much with activities, because the more you are calm and easily, you can think more. But you're correct, Vamsi, we can use these terms. Now, students, can I ask you one question? Facebook, where does it fall, students? Facebook. Facebook. Any guesses, students? Just to check your understanding.
Sir, I think it is Ornet next.
You are thinking, what is that? Hornet Nest? Can I say Facebook is falling under the category of, I can say, as Wolfgang? Because can we start our own social media? Do we have any government pressure? We can open our own network, right, students? Like China is doing, they have their own internal network. It is possible. But the strength of Facebook is they have orchestrated the social network very well. They own Instagram, they own WhatsApp, yes or no, students? So they have orchestrated all the major players as a connected union, I can generally say.
But sir, the market is dominated by the Facebook owner, Mark Zuckerberg. So it should be high complex, like high.
Complexity is government involvement.
No, high
Regulations are
orchestration. I meant.
high. That's what I was saying. High orchestration here. DC high here. So
Oh
it
yes,
will
sorry, sir.
correct.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it will come under the Wolfgang. The answer given by Vamsi was Hornet Nest actually. So students, I will just ask you these random questions just to make your mind think. And if you get the wrong answer, please don't be disappointed, students. It's a learning process. So I will ask the next question so that it will give you a better, clear understanding. IPL, Indian Premier Leagues fall under what category? IPL, Indian Premier League. Indian Premier League, yes, I'm getting the answer. Hornet Nest, no. Indian Premier League falls under Lions Pride. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Have you ever heard something called, there is something called Champions League? By any chance, have you heard that, students? Champions League tournament. So India has a high orchestration with other countries' Premier Leagues. And if you see in India, the only official cricket Premier League that the BCCI is allowing is what, students? IPL. Are you getting the point there, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. So the next question I will ask you to give you another way of thinking is, I will ask you PVR cinema. So where does PVR cinema fall, students? PVR. PVR cinema.
Sir, I feel it is Wolfgang.
Wolfgang. Okay. Any other answers, students? PVR cinema. You can use the chat box. Yes, Shark Tank, you are telling. No, actually, PVR cinema is falling under Hornet Nest. Can I say you why? Students, listen carefully. It is very difficult to start a cinema theater. Censor board, everything. Have you heard about that, students? Yes or no? Censor board and distributors association. Have you heard about that, students? So the
Yes, sir.
complexity is very high, frankly speaking. But you may have heard about other cinema theaters as well. Cinemax, have you heard about those? IMAX, sorry. IMAX Have you heard about? It's a different version. So if you observe students, what happens is IMAX has a different way of showing films. If you see here, the orchestration is a different. You get what I'm saying. And if you see PVR has a different way. Popcorns are expensive. You understand what I'm saying there. So there is no close orchestration, but the area is complex. Because Shark Tank is where you don't have any legal restriction. Can I ask you a basic example? A Shark Tank, I can generally say, is online businesses. Online businesses is Shark Tank or not Shark Tank? What do you think, Shail? Agree or not agree? Do you have any legal restrictions to start an online store?
So does that mean it like OLX fall under online business?
No. I'm asking online business, SME online business. Like example, you start your own Instagram page, you start
Right,
your own Facebook
So yes,
page.
so I do not require any legal procedures for
Legal
that or anything.
procedure, right? Just a contact ID. And orchestration, do you have any contact with the other online players? No, right? So you get the point what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Uber, where does it fall, students? Uber.
Highly
I think it will fall under the lion's pride.
Uber will fall under the lion's pride.
It is highly regulated,
Regulated.
as well as I think they do have a high amount of the orchestration. I mean, you know, the rates would be like almost same.
With
Uh,
Ola providers.
yes.
Yes. But can I ask a question? You were saying it's highly regulated.
Hmm.
Frankly speaking, is that highly regulated or less regulated?
I think nowadays,
Less regulated, right? Because if you see nowadays, local apps are coming into the market. By any chance, have you ever experienced local apps coming into the market? Nowadays, people are starting local travel apps. No? Because students, if you see here, high complexity means very difficult to start. But I'm telling you, app-based business, still it is under this section, I can say, because Ola and Uber has a good, Swiggy, everything has low complexity. Because can you remember that Zomato issue that took place recently? Yes or no? So why it took place is the complexity is very less, because if you see in an aeroplane business, the complexity is very, very high. Complexity means the government approval, the legal restriction, everything. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Now, if you see in Uber, what happens is I can also end up as an Uber driver. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I have a smartphone and if I have a car, what happens? I just give my contact number with my identification, and they give me the rights to ride it. But can I be a pilot easily? Like an Uber driver? I can't be, because the complexity is very, very high. They won't let you to drive an aeroplane easily. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So students, just keep this in mind. And I prefer if you can just make a note of this before we go into the SWOT analysis. Because students, remember our company is falling under this. So you should be very, very thoughtful when you are thinking about points. Because in our industry, if we do a small mistake, we will be under a threat of, I can say, sometimes closure as well. They can take our power also, just keep in mind. So I just want to ask a question. Mr. Amit, just correct me if I'm wrong. You may be aware in the investment banking sector. Now, if I'm a CEO of a listed organization, I have high accountability. What do you think,
Yes,
Mr. Amit?
absolutely.
And, correct, right? And if I
Yes.
make a small mistake, which is material coming to 1% or more, I need to provide service at 100% free. I think that rule applies in India or only in the London Stock Exchange.
I'm not sure that rule applies out here, but what would happen is that I think no one will give you, you know, the right to do the service out here due to the, I think, the KYC related thing. So I think it will be very difficult for you to do a business when, if there is
An occupation, right? If I'm not
yes,
mistaken, they
yes,
may block it. So just
yes,
remember, students, if you see the listed companies are highly regulated, because I just put
yes,
that point because if you see our organization is a listed company. So if you see corporate governance is a compulsion, and secondary thing is there should be a proper systems and procedures, internal controls, everything. Suppose there is a mistake, there's a huge accountability. And students, just for your basic understanding, you may be aware about Satyam scam, right, students? And I will be sharing you a small document. Now, students, when we studied in my time, we studied Enron scandal as one of the biggest scandal in the world. But now, students in Cambridge University, Satyam scam is the example they used on the biggest, I can say, scam in the world. So just remember, students, nowadays, after Satyam, India has become more, I think I can say, preserving the financial regulation, because international investors will be a little panicked if this continues. So this is the right opportunity, students, to get into the global, I can say, investment portfolio type of control. Just get this down, and after you have taken it down, students, you can put Y in the chat box, and then we can start working on the application.
Sir, I have a small doubt, sir.
Yes, Vamsi.
So the complexity is relating to the legal aspects during the incorporation only, or
No.
after incorporation also the
After incorporation also, that means if you see hospital, everything, after you incorporated also, it's very difficult. You need to continuously update what you are doing. There will be spot checks, there will be audit certification done. So it's very, very complicated. And if you do not adhere to the minimum standards what they expect, there may be a situation they may close down your entity as well. And it happened for PwC India. When PwC was supporting the Satyam scam, what happened? The UK regional board cancelled operations of PwC India as a respect to the corporate governance.
So adding on to it, sir, if suppose Facebook incorporating has got less complexities, suppose that they share the data to someone for marketing, etc.
That's what I said. It's in the Wolfgang, because Facebook does it right, and there is no complexion. Like hate speech is allowed in Facebook. You can do hate speech. You can share adult contents. I think Facebook will not even bother about that. Agree, no, students? But if you are in a Lion's Pride industry, I can say basic example is the national media. Now, let's assume NDTV telecasts and adults, I can say, content during the prime time where children are watching the television. The Supreme Court of India can ban the operations of NDTV. What do you think?
yes.
Yes. But Facebook, if they do anything, does there any connection between the Supreme Court of India? I think Facebook had a problem. Even Google had the problem with Donald Trump last time. So Google clearly mentioned that it's not
Twitter had
their
a
fault.
problem.
Correct. Twitter had a problem. So many tech organization is having a problem. But the main reason is government is still confused. How can we control this? Because they are like COVID. They have expanded extremely faster. And now it's very difficult to manage them. But if you see this airline industrial, you need high capex. So you can still control those things happening very strongly. And one more thing I can share it for your basic understanding, cryptocurrency. Now, cryptocurrency, I can say it is generally falling under the segment of Wolfgang. Because students, if you see Bitcoin, these other cryptocurrency providers are informally connected with each other. But do you have a legal regulatory body which is having rules and regulations for them? I still think there is no centralized body for them. Are you understanding, students?
But sir, government in India has banned it, so it is somehow regulated by the government, right?
No, they have not regulated. Banning is not regulation. Banning is a process of control. Regulation means you can operate the business with certain restrictions. Are you understanding the difference? Maggi noodles was banned in India. That's a different thing. Now, Maggi noodles is operating in India with certain restrictions. They can't add monosodium carbon. And if that range is very high, they will stop the operation. That is regulations. Clear?
Okay, but sir, say for Facebook was also uh, regulated for its information gathering data.
But still, it is not formally done, right? Generally speaking, it's not formalized. They are just in the process of formalizing.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so students, I think this is fine for you all. So just remember one thing, students, we are at the moment in the Lion's Pride. So threat of new entrant is very difficult. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Is it very easy for a new service provider to come into our industry? Practically, very difficult, provided they have government influence. Only government influence they can come. Basic example I can say now, if you see Patanjali, everything is government influence, right, students? Because they are starting so many universities, or I can say so many products very faster. Government in a Lion's Pride segment, medical, Ayurvedic is a medical segment, generally highly regulated. It's not easy. So students, just remember, government threats is there, but other than that, we are in a very, very safe industry. Industry is what, students? Safe. You get what I'm saying, students. Industry is very much secured and safe. Fine. Indian Railway, can I ask you one question? Indian Railway is a Lion's Pride. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Indian Railway. Because do they have any competitors? No, right?
No, sir.
And no competitors. So orchestration is very strong. And even you may be knowing, they may have the private segment as well, where that Rajdhani, I think there's a royal type of rail service, which is a premium one. But still the orchestration is very strong. And if you see, the central government has the full control over the Indian Railway. So if you observe, Indian Railway is a Lion's Pride for the country, because no one can enter into that segment. Students, I believe this is fine for you all. Now, students, can we move on with the SWOT analysis?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So students, before we go on to the SWOT analysis, I want to say pre-scene analysis. So students, our pre-scene has how many pages in total? 37 pages. So students, our pre-scene has 37 pages. I think, Shelvi, can you see this? Yes or no? The total number of pages
Yes,
is
sir.
37. So students, I will just write it down so that your workload will become easy. 37 pages in total. Agree? Now, students, of these 37 pages, I need to say, okay, around 16 pages explains about, can you complete it, students? What is in this case study? What is the majority of explanation?
About the sector, basically.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much, Amit. About the sector, or too much about the sector only. So students, the beauty of this is, when the 16 pages about the sector is, I think they have made your life easier, because whatever they have mentioned in the sector is the industry analysis. So students, if you can remember the basic explanation, basic critical success factors, that will be more than enough. And then students, I just want to come to the next one. And of that, around 5 pages relates to the company. 5 pages relates to the company. And then students, around 2 pages relate to the risk facing the company. What is that, students? Risk facing the company. Risk facing the company. And students, around 1 page, I think around 2 pages, I can say. Okay, around 2 pages, it is just explaining about the board structure. Yes or no, students? There is something called the board structure as well. And then students, if you just more simplify, there may be around 5 to 6 pages, I can say, about financial analysis. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Financial analysis, 5 to 6 pages. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then students, the last one I can specifically go is, I can say, is there are around 6-7 pages, I think, as per my knowledge, 6 to 7 pages on external analysis of the general public. They have a question and answer, newspaper articles, yes or no, students, agree or not agree. So these are the major things they have been explaining. But students, I want to say, if you want to get a very good pass in this paper, this 16 page, you need to invest some time. You get what I'm saying, students. Because just imagine you are like A.R. Rahman, okay? So if you are A.R. Rahman, you are a pan-Indian music director. So if you are going to develop a Hindi type of song in a Tamil Nadu or the Kerala region, it will be a flop. And if you do the vice versa, it will be another flop. So what a director will do is he will understand the people's mindset of that region. So this is the very, very important point for a finance manager to understand the industry structure. So students, if you are clear with that, can you just put Y in the chat box, students? Because I will do a short summary of this and give it to you all soon. But if you're okay with this decoding of the 37 pages, can you just put Y in the chat box, students? Any doubts you have, I can definitely respond to you, but this is the basic understanding. Okay, now students, let's come into the application. So students, if you observe here, I will just use the SWOT table for your understanding. SWOT analysis. Students, in the Thursday class, we will do the full ratio analysis. Today, let's get used to the thinking point of view. So one aspect is the strength. Then we have the weakness. Then we have the opportunity. Then we have the threat. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and okay. So students, now if you observe this, please remember, we can go the analysis one by one. So students, the strength, everyone will say the first strength we are strong is what, students? We are what entity, students? Quoted entity. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? We are a quoted entity. That is very clear. There is nothing wrong to say there. We are a quoted entity. And then students, what I can say, the next one is we are operating in how many airports? Can someone chat in the chat box, students? How many airports are we operating?
6.
6 airports we are operating. Thank you very much, students. And students, I want to say that 6 airports what we are operating, we can do a small decoding. So students, I will just take you here because are we a well-renowned organization? What do you think, students? Because if you see the 6 operations we have, it is not a small operation. Even though 6 numbers, the operations is heavy. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Because if you just observe and see, the airlines we are operating is coming under the top 10 and top 5. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Agree or not agree, students?
Yes.
Yes, right? So students, we have one airport in the far land, and that is an opening to the intercontinental locations. So students, just remember all the airports we are owning is generally a bigger airport. Plus also we are having a huge, I can say a huge base. In simple language, we have a huge base of operations, which is really, really good for our business. So students, what I will do is I will do the decoding. So you can, I will upload this as well. So the first one is what airport, students? Capital city, international. Capital city, international airport. So students, can you tell me what is the world rank of this organization?
Top
Fifth rank.
5 largest airports.
Top 5, na? Top 5, top 5, top 5. It's in the top 5 in the world, students. In the world, top 5 in the world. That means, students, accountability is high or not high? Very high. Agree, no, students? Yes or no? Top 5 in the world. And it's what airport, students? It's a hub airport. Agree, no, students? Yes or no? Because there are 2 types of airport. One is the hub airport and the other one is what type of airport, students? Hub airport, and the other one is, if you don't know, can you? Very good. Spoke airport. So students, just remember it's a hub airport. And then students, just for your understanding, you need to know, because you are the finance manager of the group, how many runways we have here, students? This has how many runways? Thank you. We have 2 runways. Thank you very much, Anup, for the involvement. Thank you very much, Anup. 2 runway we have. Students, can you remember, if you observe, the success of a airport is the number of runways they have. Agree, no, students? And how many terminals we have here? 4 terminals. 4 terminals we have. Okay, 2 runways and 4 terminals we do have. So students, that gives you get a picture. And the second thing is, students, I need to be very much, how many airlines fly here, students? 70 airlines fly here. And also, students, if you observe the 4th terminal, if you clearly observe, students, if you clearly observe the 4th terminal has been leased by which organization, students? The 4th terminal has been leased by which organization? The 4th terminal, who has leased it? Can someone mention in the chat box? Very good, students. It's NoFly. NoFly is an airline company. So I'll write down here NoFly. Remember the name NoFly. Can NoFly be a potential person coming in your unseen, students? Can you have a conflict with NoFly? Possible or not possible? What do you think, students? Yes or no? Can there be a conflict between NoFly? Yes. Students, by any chance, have you heard about an airport called Hamad International Airport? Hamad International Airport, students. It's a very good case study. International Airport, by any chance, students? No? So I will give you a basic understanding. This airport is situated in Qatar. Okay, students? And it is one of the largest airport in the world, because they are going to host the 2022 World Cup, FIFA World Cup. They have constructed it extremely very well. But students, when Saudi Arabia and Qatar had the problem between their political differences, the 70 airlines ended up in Qatar as only 3 airlines. You understand what I'm saying? And the 3 airlines was Air India, Sri Lankan Airways, and Qatar Airways. Other bigger airlines did not come, because Air India openly said to the Saudi Arabian government that India is a huge country and citizens are dependent on jobs in Qatar. So they can't go ahead with the Saudi Arabian proposal, and they did it. And Sri Lanka did the same thing. Sri Lankans also highly dependent on jobs. So just remember this case study. There is a political threat. So students, if you don't mind, can I just mention in the threat? One threat that can come in the future is what threat, students? Political what, students? Threat. Political threat is a sure threat. Students, if you don't mind, I will ask you a question. Can you tell me the answer? So what does flag carrier mean, students? Flag carrier. Jaydeep, I'm giving you the question. Jaydeep, flag carrier. What does flag carrier means? Vamsi, what does flag carrier?
Yes, actually, if Indian Airlines is going on, then it's a government flight, so there will be a flag of Indian government.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, students, if you observe, flag carrier is the national carrier. And students, if you are aware, in this case study, NoFly, before it was NoFly, what was the name of that company, students? Before it was NoFly, what was the name of the company, students? This is very, very important thing that you need to keep in mind. Before it was NoFly, what was the name, students, before NoFly? Happy Comic. It's in Happy Comic, article number 1. I'll ask from Vamsi. Vamsi, what is the name of NoFly before it was the national carrier?
So I think I missed it out. I'm looking at it.
No problem, no problem. Shall we? Now, students, again, I'm telling you, relax. Don't panic, students. You all will pass the exam. Please don't pressurize your brain. Okay, I'm telling you that. Be cool and calm. I'm telling you with my experience, you all can pass the exam. Don't worry, students. Mistakes will happen in life. That's it. We move forward. And thank you very much. We are getting the answer. Revati has mentioned Air Noland, I think that is the correct answer, or it is Noland Airlines. Actually, it is known as Noland Airlines. But Revati, thank you very much for the answer. So I'll write down here as Noland Airlines. Noland, what students? Airlines. So Noland Airlines ended up as NoFly. So now we are working with NoFly students. So that is one major understanding that you need to keep in mind. Okay. So students, we have analyzed the first airport successfully. Before we move into the next one, so even if you see one fundamental success for this is, I can say more than the 6 airport, okay, the location strength they have. What do you think, students? Location strength they have. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Location strength they have. Location strength they have. Okay, so students, before that, can we move on to the next one? Can I ask one question, students? I'll ask a practical question. Amit will be the right person. Mr. Amit, GDP of India, can you just break it into 1, 2, 3 states? Who produces the GDPs for India?
I think Maharashtra would come at number 1. Second one would be the Karnataka state, and third one would be I think third one would be Tamil Nadu. I'm not sure
Okay,
about the third one.
sure, but very good try. So students, the first one is Gujarat actually. Now,
Okay.
the first state is Gujarat. Surat is the area which is highly strong now. The second one is, I can say, is Maharashtra, as Mr. Amit was saying, and the third one is Tamil Nadu. But if you observe all these three, the main success of their GDP is the port. They have a very strong logistics. Airport is also very good, and even if you see the seaport is also very good. I think Revati will explain very well, because Revati is from Chennai, and Revati will know the Chennai airport is in the major city. You need not travel. But if you have been in Bangalore, students, the Bangalore airport is far, far away from the city. And that is the main success for this GDP producing countries. And here, if you see, students, we have freight as well. So the location strength plays a major role. Thank you, students. Students, the next one after this I can go is to the next one. Can I say one weakness we have? Can I say one weakness we have? Shall I write down? Over-dependent. Can you tell me we are over-dependent on which organization, students? Over-dependent.
IT?
No, which airlines? Over-dependent.
NoFly.
No
Not
fly,
fly.
right? Over-dependent on no fly. So have we diversified our risk? No, right? We have not diversified our risk, because we are over-dependent on no fly. And if there is a situation like Jet Airways closing down, can there be a bigger impact for an organization? Yes or no, students? What do you think? Mr. Amit, if you have been, Mr. Amit, you are from Mumbai, right? If
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. Just think, Mr. Amit, when you see the Mumbai airport, it will be full with Jet Airways once upon a time. Agree,
Yes,
no, Mr.
correct.
Amit?
Correct.
And
Correct.
Jet
Absolutely.
Airways closing down, I think it's a bigger hit for the Mumbai airport.
Mumbai airport.
Do you
Right.
think?
Right. You're right.
Makes sense, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
students, I think now your visuals are working. I feel you can visual the pictures also. So I'll write down here. This is a real example. Jet Airways closing down. It impacted the entire airport industry of India. I'll write down Jet Airways closing down. Impacted.
Sir,
Yes, please.
I have a saying this. Sir, the way we are dependent on non-fly is also dependent on us,
No.
because we have to major, just like you said, we have the strength of location strength. So
But NoFly has flexibility strength, because their assets can be moved here and there. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you see our airport, can we move our airport from one region to another region? No, right? Because
no, sir.
the
But sir,
concrete,
there are only two hub airports in the home country of Northfly, and we are the owners of it. So it has to be, that it is dependent on us.
no, it is in that region, it is dependent on us. You get what I'm saying? Because if you observe, once upon a time, NoFly was a national carrier. In that time, I can say national carrier means the local destination. 100% like Air India. They will never do anything for the country. Correct? But when Air India transition themselves into Jet Airways, there is a possibility a third party foreigner can buy that. You get what I'm saying, Shelby? A third party can buy that. And when the third party buys that, there is a high decision making impact. What they will do next? You get the point what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
So Jet Airways closing down impacted all India aeroplanes, all India airports. Actually, this is true, students, because in LinkedIn, if you are there, students, you would have seen so many articles. It is really, really, really astonishing to see the impact what this caused, and the government did not take anything to nationalize this. If they had nationalized this or combined with this with Air India, I think that will be a great proposal, but nothing was done. Just a strategic point of view. So students, this is one thing. So students, I think we have done the full decoding of our first airport. So can we go on to the decoding of our second airport so that everything will get covered, students? So the next one is known as what, students? Capital city max. Agree, no, students? And I will just put CCM. Okay, so students, these names, these short wordings is a compulsion. Even if you are not studying F3, P3, E3, that is fine. But don't forget CCI, CCM, because students, you are a finance manager here. So students, again, location strength is there. And I can say, I'll just make it very simple to you. Closer to south. Closer to what, students? Closer to south. South of capital city. I think capital city is a huge city. Okay, closer to south capital city. And then students, again, if you observe how many runways they have, 2 runway, I'll just make it simple, 2 runway and 2 terminals. If you observe in the previous one, we had 4 terminals. Now, can I ask you a question? If we are going to expand, can there be an opportunity, just asking you in a business point of view, okay, an opportunity, instead of increasing the number of airports, can there be a situation of increasing the terminals? Possible or not possible? Increasing the terminals. Can there be an opportunity to increase the terminals if the demand increases? Possible or not possible, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, right? Yes, right? So students, I will come to that. So I will connect the subject as well. So in this only, Shailvi, you need to remember financial strategy. You understand what I'm saying? So don't break the head. I will cover the financial strategy, but the financial strategy should be linked with the increasing the terminal. Whether we will be able to provide dividends if we take money from the shareholders, whether we will be able to provide interest if we take money from the banks. So this is how your mind should be. But the terminals, are you clear there? Yes or no, students? And then students, can there be an opportunity to increase the runaways or runways? Possible or not possible, students? Yes or no? In business point of view, of course, there is high chances that we can increase the runways as well. So students, if you don't mind, in the opportunity side, you can just jot this down as well, students, because this is business way of thinking. I'm not making you think through E3, P3 and F3. I'm making you to think in the point of the business angle. So can you just write this down as opportunity? Because these ways your mind should be strong. Any questions you can ask me, students?
So wouldn't there be government restrictions when we think of increasing the number of terminals or runways?
Of course, regulatory requirement will be there, not restrictions. Regulatory requirements will be there. That means they will be checking whether your airport has the capacity to increase the number of terminals. If it is not, the regulatory bodies will say it is impossible. Then there can be ethical issues as well. Like you are giving bribes to them. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I think I will say that's a very good question. So students, if you don't mind, I will just write that down as well. Bribes can come into the picture. Can I say one thing, students? Kochi International Airport. I'll tell you the case study, students. Kochi International Airport is the only airport where you get floods easily. A small rain, it will be flooded. Small rain. And I did a research why this is happening, because I frequently travel to Kochi. And whenever I travel, I don't come back to Sri Lanka. The main reason is it's flooded. So the people told me that this region is not suitable for an airport. This region is an agricultural farmland, which was deliberately taken to construct an airport for business purpose. So now you see, students, floods all are coming to the airport. It is causing major problem. Is that fine, students? Yes or no? So students, I think that gives a good understanding there. Okay, and if you observe here, 58 airlines flies here. 58 airlines will fly. I'll just write it down for you all. Okay, 58 airlines flies. And then students, it is top 10. It is ranked, what students? Top 10 airport in the world. One of the top 10 airport in the world. So it's again one of a good brand for us. Okay, for the understanding. So students, I think that gives us a better picture of this. Okay, so it is very good. And I just want to say now this one was south. It was closer to south. And I forgot to mention here, CCI is closer to which area, students? CCI is closer to which area, if you don't mind, students? I can say it is
Northeast.
closer to northeast, right, students? I'll just write down here, northeast. It is closer to northeast. It is closer to northeast. So I'll mention that as well. I'll mention that as well. So students, you are getting the clear understanding on how these things works out. So before moving into the next one, if you are fine with these students, you can put Y in the chat box, students. If you are fine with this, can you please put Y in the chat box, please?
Sir, lobbying can also happen in that.
Lobbying can happen for sure, because we are having that noise pollution issue. And secondary thing is, there was an article given by the neighborhood people that they are finding it very difficult also. So I will come to that, Vamsi, but thank you very much for that point. So students, I will come to the third one. The third airport what we have is known as what, students? The third one is specifically known as capital city business. Capital city what, students? Business. Capital city business. And students, it is, we short formly same as CCB, capital city business. So in the capital city business, it is what, students? 6 miles away to what, students? 6 miles away to business district, they have mentioned, right? Business district. And if you observe, students, how many runway they have? Only one runway. And how many terminals also, students? One terminal as well. And then students, if you observe here, how many airlines operates? 37 airlines operates. And students, it is generally for short journey. Agree, no, students? Short journey. And the journey distance is of how many miles, students? 100 miles. Agree, no, students? And who is the target audience they use here is whom, students? Business travelers. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Business travelers generally comes into the picture. So students, I'll just underline this, business travelers come into the picture. So students, can I write one more thing? Can we have separate terminals for celebrities in the future? Possible or not possible? What do you think, students? Celebrities, can we have a separate terminal? Celebrities, high chances, right, students? Celebrities like cricket players, everything, separate terminal. I think that's there in some airports. I'm 100% sure some airports have a separate entrance for the celebrities to avoid congestions. So just keep that in mind. So any questions there, students? Okay, so I will move on to the next one, but can I get a confirmation as Y in the chat box, students? Thank you very much, students. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So students, I will go to the fourth one. So the fourth one, what I will mention here is Hope City International, correct? And I'll write down here HCI, the short terms. So students, if you look at Hope City International, it is 25 miles away from Hope City, 25 miles away to Hope City. Just keep in mind, it is also in Norland only, students. And actually, students, if you look here, they have two runways, and students, two terminals. You get what I'm saying? 2 runways, 2 terminals. And then students, how many airlines flies here? 52 airlines generally fly from this region. and it is one of the 20th largest flyer. Okay, one of the 20th largest flyer. So just keep that in mind, students. So students, if you observe, these four are actually the regional airports that we operate in which country, students? In Norland. It's in the Norland region. But students, can I ask you one more question? Can there be an opportunity to increase the airports in other regions? In other regions, possible or not possible, students? Yes or no? High chances, right? We can increase the airports in other regions as well. And for the existing airport, students, we can increase the terminals as well. So students, I'll come to the next one for your understanding. So the next one I will color with the different writing so that it will be very clear for you, students. So I will be using a red color. So the next one is the other regions, not our country, it's the other regions. So the name of the first one is, we say as Major Link International. Major Link, what, students? International. And students, it is in which country, students? Iceland. Agree, no, students? Yes or no? Iceland. So Major Link International. So students, in the Major Link International, what we can observe is this country has an economic transition. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Economic transition. So students, can I write down here? Iceland can have political risk. Iceland can have political risk. Agree or not agree, students? Because if you observe your country where you are currently established, there is less political risk. But if you observe the Iceland, there is high chances of a political risk. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Because they are transitioning, like I can say countries like Cuba, Venezuela, like that, and there can be high chances they can go back to nationalization as well. And then the other regional airport, students, not regional airport, I can specifically say it's not regional. I can say the sixth one is Praia Bird International Airport. And students, this is in which region, students? This is in Farland. This is in Farland. So this knowledge is very important, students. Here they have two what, students? Runway and two what, students? Terminals, two terminals. And also, students, they have a good connection with a airline called Captain Airlines. Just keep in mind, students, conflict of interest can come into the picture. So students, we have done the decoding of the full airlines, and this is a very, very important structure for your examination. So before we move on to the other areas, any questions you have, can you please ask me, students? But is it fine for you?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes, Vamsi.
With celebrity, in some opportunity, there is an opportunity.
Yes, charter flights.
Okay.
Agree, right? So can I just mention here as charter flight, students? Because celebrities can have charter flights and you can request them to come through their charter flights to your airport, right, students? If the airport has a minimum capacity of 100, you can go with the premium pricing. So students, if it is fine, the decoding is fine, can you just put Y in the chat box? I want you to be very much familiar with our portfolio of airports we have, because you are a finance manager here, students. Thank you very much, students. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the point of view. So students, now I think that is very good here. So students, what I can say, the threats we have is, we do have a threat on IT. IT threat is there, because students, if you observe, baggage, barcode, everything is completely on IT. So I will write down here cyber risk. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Cyber risk is highly there. So just keep in mind, students, IT threat is a threat that we are facing now at the moment. So just keep in mind, students, it's a very, very important thing that you need to keep in mind. And then students, another threat I can say is nationalization. Can there be a nationalization threat, students? Possible or Not possible, students. Yes or no? Nationalization, possible or not possible, students? Highly possible. Privatization, they can nationalize. Students, I'll tell you a classic example of nationalization is Tata Airlines. Because students, Tata Airlines was nationalized into what airline company? Can someone tell me, students? What is the name of the Tata Airlines? Current name? It's Air India, students. Tata Airline was a hostile takeover by the Indian government from Ratan Tata company, the Tata group, and they converted this into Air India. But actually, Tata Airlines was the world's best airlines, not Asia, world's best airline, because Ratan Tata was a person, and JDS, I think, was a person. They studied in United States of America, so they knew the operations very, very well. So students, before we go into the next aspects, any questions you have, you can ask me, students.
I think there would also be a foreign exchange risk because
Excellent. Because I have seen the current reserves are reducing. We have a forex loss at the moment. So forex risk is correct, because if you observe the financial statements, when we do the ratios class, we'll understand forex risk is exposed, because students, we are operating in Farland and Eastland, where students, the currencies we never get in the end dollar, we get in the local currency, students. So thank you very much for that point, Mr. Amit. So I will just write that as well.
sir, also I think there could also be some sort of legal changes. I mean,
Of
if
course,
there are there.
of course, of course. I can write down here legal changes. I can say hypothetical case, example pandemic, agree no, example pandemic. Can you remember now, students? I think you need to take a PCR test, agree no, students. Basically, the PCR test must be conducted 72 hours before you enter the flight, and then only they will be giving you the international flight. But can I ask the classroom, did anyone travel regionally between India using flights? So you need to wear, I think, I don't know, there's a cloth type of thing made out of polythene. So the legal changes can happen in a situation like this as well. Thank you for that point.
Sir, while I was watching a video therein, airport has installed solar panels to,
Kerala.
you know,
Correct, correct. It was the Kochi airport. So can you tell me what is the next one, please? So what was the impact of that video? The airport, solar airport.
so like this can be an opportunity for us to
Wonderful.
To improve
Wonderful.
the CSR. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Conservation of power. Conservation of power. Solar energy. Solar energy. Then I'll write down here as that's true actually what she was telling. Kochi International Airport. You can just check these airports, what I'm jotting down, students. It's very good for your visuals. You can visualize the picture. So very good energy. Kochi International Airport makes a lot of understanding there.
So also we have balanced operations, like we are equally large cargo airport. Hence, if anything uncertain happens with the passenger flights, the cargo flights are still running, and that is kind of diversification for us.
I 100% agree with you. We do have that revenue diversification. That is good point. And one thing I can generally say is the next thing, lithium batteries. Students, have you heard about this? When you fly in the aeroplane, they ask whether do you carry lithium battery? Yes or no, students? And they don't allow, correct. And they don't allow it. But in the case study, did you see anywhere they are mentioning about lithium battery? By any chance, did anyone come across any rules in this case study about lithium batteries? I don't think so, right?
It's not there.
It's not there, right, students? So I can put in the Amit's point of view whether he was telling about legal changes. Can I just put that lithium battery, everything, students, because that was not mentioned. So you are allowing lithium battery. Let's assume, okay? Let's assume at this moment. So that lithium battery can cause effect in the flight, like smoke detectors, nothing were mentioned, right? So just a basic understanding there, students. And then students, I will just put here the risk table. The risk table you need to be aware, but being in experience, I'm telling students, risk table you must not memorize, you will need to learn it. So I will just take you for the risk table before we go into the stakeholder analysis as well. So students, if you observe the risk table, business resilience they have given, environmental risk they have given, health and safety risk they have given. So students, what I will do is, can I just jot that down here? So I'll write down here business resilience. Business resilience. Resilience means, students, changes, resistance to change. Okay, how you will come to that point. And the other one was environmental risk, like what we were discussing with Vamsi. And then students, we have the health and safety risk as well. Health and safety risk as well. So students, these are the three major categories of risk they have mentioned. Please don't memorize these, students, because frankly speaking, they have not accounted for cyber risk. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Cyber risk is not accounted. And cyber risk is how many percentage of your syllabus, students? Can someone tell me? How many percentage of your syllabus? Shall we must
25%.
Excellent. It is 25%. So students, can there be, if every time there is cyber risk? Sure, 100% sure. Cyber risk is a potential threat. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Because I am 100% sure, students, there was a situation, ghost flights. It was mentioned in our case study. Can someone tell me what is ghost flights? Ghost flight. Ghost flights. Ghost flight.
I think it is just, I mean,
Empty
yeah,
flights.
Yeah, they are just,
Empty flights.
to have the route or something of
Correct.
that sort.
Agree.
To
Empty
book the route
flight,
or
correct. Empty flights are only known as ghost flights. Completely agree. So this is a threat, students, to the airport, because ghost flights are causing what, students? Pollution without any values, right? Whatever said and done, without any values. Now, if you observe, pollution takes place. We can't control pollutions, but pollution should have a value. But here, pollution is having zero values. So will that degrade the brand of the airport as well? Why are you allowing ghost flights to come and land? And students, by any chance, can you remember the ghost flight, the name of the carrier they have mentioned? There was a carrier, the flight airlines that was mentioned, students. What was the name of that, students?
04.
It was No Hope of Flights, right? No Hope of Flights, it was the name. No Hope of Flight. I'll just show you, students. It's in the articles. So it is mentioned, students, no flight. I'll just show you the ghost airlines. Here, ghost flight. And it is No Hopper. No Hopper flight. The name of that flight is what, students? No Hopper flight. Okay. So 048 lands. So that is the name of that flight. So students, I'm 100% sure these type of flights will definitely have a negative image to the airport. Like money making only, you are allowing anyone to come and go. So this is a basic example of a ghost flight. So can I say one example of a ghost flight that took place in Sri Lanka? It's called Mihin Airways. Have you heard anyone called Mihin Airways, students, by any chance? No? Mihin Airways? No. I'll write down another interesting case study you must refer. It's there in BBC. A ghost airport. Have you heard about ghost airport, students? Actually, it is known as Mahinda Rajapaksa International Airport. It's a ghost airport, student. Because students, why it is a ghost airport is, it is having zero passengers. But aeroplanes come and go, and it is built by China. And they are saying this airport is built by China for another internal purpose. We will study that in real option, that is strategic purpose. So why did China fund and build this strategic purpose is, in case if there is a war, China can use this airport as what, students? A military base. What do you think, students? You understand what I'm saying? So students, if you observe the history of the aeroplane industry, in the internationally, it was a military base. Can there be an opportunity to transform any of your airport terminal into a military base, students? What do you think, students? Possible or not possible? Yes or no? Military base?
Yes, it is possible with some changes.
It is possible, right, students? Because political risk is there. So sometimes the political parties will ask you to convert or give some terminals for military purpose. That can happen, students. Just keep that in mind. So students, one more thing that was an issue, what I was observing was hangars. Students, there is a name called hangars. If you have observed, students, hangars. Now, students, if you observe hangars, I can say one weaknesses is hangars. What is hangars, students? Hangars is like garage. Hangars is like what, students? Garage for aeroplanes. Okay. Now, if you see, hangars are mostly used by whom? No fly. So is that a weakness, students? Yes or no? Because if you have around 70 flyers, do you need to be a little bit partial to the other people as well? What do you think, Amit? Yes or no? Agree or not agree? Because most of the hangars are used by no-fly. I think it is not good for other airlines as well, because other airlines also needs hangars because they need to repair their aeroplane before they take over or landing. So that is one more thing that is there. And one threat, students, I can say is refueling, because students, the fueling take place inside the airport, right? Refueling of aeroplanes. So students, at the moment we have, I can say, underground pipeline, but students, do we have any inspections for the underground pipeline? That is a question mark, right? Underground pipeline inspection, because the P3 paper is very important. In the P3 paper, we have a separate section, again 25% called what, students? Internal control. Agree or not agree, Shelvi? Yes or no? Internal control.
Agreed, sir.
And if I ask you one question, in a Lion's Pride industry, internal control should be robust or no need to be robust? Robust means it's strict. Robust or no need to be robust? It should be robust, right? What do you think, students? Yes or no? Agree or not agree, students?
Agreed.
So agree,
So
right?
one
Yes,
point-
Amit.
So just one point is that I mean this particular thing, the aeronautical revenue, I think that is much low. I think that's a bit lower than the rest of the fees and the rest of the charges. I mean which it actually gets, and it is also
100%,
not
100%.
sufficient to cover the operating costs. So it seems
100%
that
agree.
it is working on a gross loss.
At the
kind of
moment,
grant.
no, there is a potential threat of a gross loss. I can
Yes, there is
completely
there's a potential threat. Yes.
agree. That's
Sir,
a
I
very
have a
good.
point regarding
So-
Chicken.
Yes, Vamsi.
So decentralized system of delegating responsibility helps the organization to function well. So the reference which I have taken from is airport managers have their own budget to decide.
Completely agree. And Vamsi, can I come to that point of view? So can I say that is I can say that is a weakness. What do you think, Vamsi? Yes or no? Too much decentralization. Agree or not agree? Too much decentralization. Because what I can say is there can be a reputation risk. If one manager takes a decision which is not properly documented according to the structure, what do you think, Vamsi? Yes or no? Because managers have too much decentralization, it can be a potential threat as well. Agree or not agree, Vamsi? Yes or no? Correct. So too much decentralization is a problem, but this operation should be decentralized because different regions, because Maharashtra will be completely different from Tamil Nadu. So you can't have centralized languages. It's very difficult. You should decentralize, but with control. But here I don't see much control of decentralization. So students, one thing I wanted to come and talk to you is the board structure. Can you tell me a weakness of our board before we move on to
Sir, the CFO has got the responsibility of accounts and finance and IT. Both of them.
Okay.
So also the audit committee does not have anyone from the finance background.
I cannot say finance background, I can say audit background. Because if you see, one of the guy is a banker. So if you see here, Martin Harris is a career in banking. So banking is like a fundamental finance, right? Shall we? Yes or no? Because a banker will have a lot of FM knowledge very, very well.
Sir, but
the
he's not the part.
independent auditor, because if you see here,
Yes, it
Uh,
is not independent. I think all the board heads, all I think all the heads of the board, the committees, I think all are the non-independent one.
100%, and I can agree with you, Shalvi. He is not given the audit responsibility.
Yes.
And I can say he has financial, but again, a banker doesn't know audit. I need to tell the truth here, because even if you are an accountant or a CFO, you don't get the audit experience or the exposure, because auditors are completely following the ISA, we say international standards for auditors, and the finance guys follow something called IAS, international accounting standards. So can I say that is a bigger weakness at the moment? Yes or no? Can I write it down, students?
Yes.
Board comprises of lack of experienced NEDs, lack of audit experience NEDs. So that is one weakness we do generally have. And I'll come to the point which Vamsi also said about our CFO. Now, if you see our CFO, what is her major role is she's taking care of the IT, right? Like you were saying, the CFO is taking care of the IT. But the CFO, does he have the IT background? Because CFO was an accountant in a major quoted business. And one major issue is it's a trained as an accountant. Is he qualified accountant or trained as an accountant? You get the difference, students. Because if they have mentioned trained as an accountant, so can I say this guy has come to the market with experience rather than qualification? What do you think, students? Partly qualified only, they are saying this trained as an accountant? You getting any point of view? You can argue with me, students. And he has successfully career in several overseas assignments, and he joined the airfield as a chief financial officer. So my question here is, CFO heading IT without IT knowledge, is that a risk, students? Yes or no? Agree or not agree? It's a high risk. Thank you. Thank you. And then, students, if you observe Hesham El Sayed, this I can say also entrepreneur type of guy. And Hesham, what is he doing, students? Hesham is taking care of audit risk, but Hesham should take care of remuneration and nomination. What do you think, students? Yes or no? Because it's an entrepreneurship guy. Because he may not have much, he may have internal control, but just there is a mismatch, I can generally say. And can I ask you one question? Can the chairman be taking care of all the boards? Can the chairman be in all the board? That is my question to you. Or just the chairman should be an independent from the board?
It should be an independent.
Independent, right,
maintain
students? Correct, the power dilution, because if the chairman is presented in everything, he can control the decision making as well. So students, one more major thing that is missing here, can you tell me, students? One more major thing that is missing here.
I think the
Function.
chief commercial officer is actually looking at the HR, which is a bit strange because I think the
Correct.
commercial officer, yes.
So can I just write down here? That is a wonderful point we have with our board, students, because I can say chief, I'll write down here, Chief Commercial Officer, CCO, taking care of HR. That's a question mark, right? Because he should be focusing on the business development rather than HR. So that is one question. But one function is missing, students. Without that function, we can't manage this business. What is that functions? little brainstorm, students. Revati, I am giving you the thought process. You can chat in the chat box, Revati. One function is missing, and that function is the core to this business.
Hospitality, sir.
Hospitality, no. Legal, excellent point, Amit. Legal is not there, compliance is not there, we can add it. Legal we need to have, but other than that, it's a function, day-to-day function. Shailvi, anything you can think about day-to-day function?
I think engineering function, maybe, you know, related
Very
to
close,
environment.
very close, but the factor, it's a factor. Without that, if you have an airport, it's a huge threat for the organization. Yes, please.
No, repairs and maintenance are already there. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Vamsi, anything you can think about? Jaydeep, anything you can think about? Airport ground staff department, no. So can I write the answer, students? Actually, supply chain management. And logistics. Important or not important, students? Because we have a lot of freights coming inside. And do we need to have a supply chain management here? What do you think, Mr. Amit? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So doesn't it get covered under airfield operations?
No, airfield operation is generally an operation for the flights coming and taking over. You get what I'm saying. But supply chain management is a different journey, which is for the couriers, everything. Can you check? There was couriers also. We are getting couriers as well. So that falls under the supply chain management, right? If I'm not mistaken, you need to devise it, correct? So students, can I just say that supply chain management can be one of the potential threat for our organization? But students, I generally feel we have done this properly, and I'll write down the other one as well, because neighborhood complaints are there, noise pollution was there. I will just mention that noise pollution was a factor. And other than that, students,
So the finance cost is very high.
Finance cost is very high. I can go ahead with that. Finance cost is high. Gearing was manageable, I think. So we are not having a high level of gearing. It was manageable.
So we have huge cash bank balance.
That's
opportunity.
Good. No, I cannot say opportunity, because if you observe this Lion Bright business should have minimum cash balance to show to operate. Like example, Shailvi, can I ask you, Kotak Mahindra Bank, is that falling under banking sector? Private banks are falling under Lion Bright. Do you agree with that, Shailvi? Yes or no? Because everyone can't start a bank easily, and you need to have high restrictions for banks, high control of bank. And the second thing is, students, if you observe in that case, I can generally go with that. So students, I can say one more thing. NoFly has switched the flights destinations they have given. That's a threat, students. Do you observe this article? I'll just show you this article. They have mentioned that NoFly has changed their flight location. So that causes us a lot of threat, because when the flight locations changes, it will definitely have an impact, because that happened in the Doha, Qatar. Because I think Qatar, when they were having that blockade from Saudi Arabia, I think Sri Lanka all took the flights through Pakistan and then went through Afghanistan region and then went through Turkey and take a huge turn and came. And Saudi Arabia did not leave the flights to go above their border. So that was a threat there. And the other thing is, I think everything has been covered here, but when we are doing the mocks, it will be more and more that will be covering. So before we end up this, and one more thing, the share price how do you observe the share price, students? Share price is stable or not stable? What do you think, students? Share price.
It is stable, seems to be stable.
It seems to be stable, and it is like stable, right? You don't have a huge crash, but it is stable. But at the moment, the price has little drop, but the maximum it has gone up to 38, 39, I can say 38 region. And the lowest range is somewhere around 22, 23. Agree, no, students? From 22, 23, it has gone up. And the asset beta is 1.15. The asset beta is 1.15. What does that mean, students? That's a good question.
It is a good growing organization. It's taking risk appropriately and it's growing well when compared to that.
Okay, now students, I will little come to the CAPM theory. So anyone in our class who can recall the CAPM theory?
Sir, I guess it means we as a company are facing 15% more risk than the rest of the industry average.
Agree. So can I say airline industry is a high risk facing industry? What do you think, students? Yes or no? Agree or not agree? Because if there was a flight crash, what will happen? A landing issue, what will happen? People will panic or not panic? Yes or no, students? Agree or not agree? You get what I'm saying? Because when the Calicut airport had an issue, there was a huge thing. So you are correct, Shailvi. This is 1.15. Rewards are higher, but risk is also higher. So in this case, we need to be very careful on the risk and the reward of the movement. Okay, students?
Sir, I read somewhere that if our flights get delayed or cancelled, so we can get up to 600 pounds of compensation,
Correct.
So if the delay is due to airport's mismanagement or anything, airport's fault, so is that a huge risk for the airport?
Of course, it's a risk to be avoided, frankly speaking, because it will have a huge impact to the airport management, frankly saying. It's a huge risk to the airport management.
Sir, I have a point, sir. Please tell
Yes,
me.
please. Yes, please.
The dividend payout is 60% approximately, if I'm not wrong.
Agree. And if you
Instead
see
of
our,
dividend-
and one more thing I'll add to you, and if you see Skyline, our competitors' dividend payout is 15%, and we are 60%. So there itself, it's a poor financial management decision from our organization. What do you think, Vamsi?
Yes, sir. Because we've taken debt, which is more interest component, interest driven.
Agree, 100% agree, 100% agree. And all those points we will be covering up in our ratio class. But thank you very much, students, for being very connected to the business. So students, can I just write it down in our in this one? So I'll write down here, beta is 1.15, meaning stocks are exposed to high what risk, students? High what risk? Systematic risk, right? Can I ask you one question once? Can there be an airport strike? National sector, yes. Private sector, no. But there can be. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying private sector very rarely. National sector, yes, right? Vamsi, yes or no?
Sir, it recently happened with one of the airlines that the pilots were paid less or something, so the pilots took a strike.
They took a strike, right? It can happen with the national carriers, but the I can say the national carriers in simple language, it is the flag carriers. But still, students in the private sector very challenging. But it happened in Singapore as well. Singapore airline staffs were telling that they can't fly, and I think Lee Kuan Yew managed it in a very bureaucratical manner, which made the country grow faster. But students, are you understanding? The stocks are riskier. So we need to be very, I can say very safe in moving the coins here and there. So it's a good point of view what we are seeing. So students, today's class has been a wonderful class. I feel so on making your brain position, relax or settle. So today you got the clear picture where we are in business, Lions Pride. And the second thing is, students, we know how risky it is. And one risk I can explain, say about the theft. Theft can take place, yes or no, students? They have mentioned theft can take place. Stealing of valuable items, can that happen, Vamsi? Yes or no? Can happen, right? And what about terrorist attack? Possible or not possible, students? Terrorist attack is possible or not possible? Terrorist
Possible, sir.
attack is
Sir,
possible. Hijack.
also one of the points is that we are using RFID, some radio frequency badges. So
Correct.
those can be stolen, or something like that can happen, and that can give access to some unwanted people in the airline
Cyber
of
risk. Cyber risk. Cyber
airside.
risk.
Yeah.
Cyber risk. So I will write down here radio RFID, radio frequency identification, can give that. And the barcode also, there can be an issue, yes or no, Shelby? Because they have mentioned about the barcode is one of the things, because one guy
Yes.
is traveling to a far
Yeah.
destination.
Baggage
needs to-
handling might miss him. Yeah.
must be very high.
CMAP
He-
also takes place in the picture.
Definitely. It
And,
plays in the picture on
Where
bright.
the airport is taking the customer's data, shopping data, etc.
Of course, that we have already discussed of the data management. So I will just write down privacy risk is also there. Privacy risk is there, because that's not good actually. Privacy risk is there. So students, one thing I just want to do a small comparison. So students, if you observe, they have given a segmental analysis. Car parking has reduced. Do you observe this, students? Car parking has reduced. Retail dining has increased. That is fine. Car parking has reduced. So students, what is the reason why car parking has reduced? Can someone think about it?
Bills
Can
are
I?
used after
They are
parking the
using
vehicle.
The Uber, Ola, right?
yeah, the
students?
taxis. The taxis are being used.
Can
more.
I write down here app-based taxis? App-based taxis are reducing parking income. Reducing parking income. Agree, no, students?
Substitute threat.
Correct. Parking income. So students, if you observe, students, what is happening here, it's a substitution effect that is taking place. And the other thing is accessibility is also there. But students, by any chance, did you check availability of Wi-Fi in the airport? Did anyone get any insight about availability of Wi-Fi in the airport in this
No,
case
sir.
study? No, right? So can I write down here Wi-Fi was not mentioned. So can I just put a opportunity here, students? Wi-Fi. Why biggest airport they have not mentioned about Wi-Fi? They mentioned all about duty-free retailers, everything, but Wi-Fi was not mentioned. And students, can that be a future? I can say, can that be a potential non-aeronautical income? Yes or no? Can you have internet connectivity? Possible or not possible? Because some airports are selling data through one of the biggest Wi-Fi network provider. Yes or no, students? You're getting the point. So that is one factor that we can keep in mind. Advertising, they have mentioned recharging utilities.
Sir, one of the threads that I saw in one of the videos was the largest airports have one big problem that say for example, we have customers who are bankers and office people who are always in short of time, and the airport takes long time to for all the processes, security and check-ins and everything. So futuristic designs are one thing which is in talk nowadays, to just lessen the processes. And it is said that one of the airports have 8 minutes, just 8 minutes of time in which it can process the all just fasten the processes.
I understand. So I can just say the check-ins can be faster. So students, I think we have done a good analysis here. So students, no need to overthink too much also, but let's be positioned to the way of our organization airfield operations now and the countries where we are operating. So students, yes, Vamsi.
The saltwater breeze is a weakness. For
Yes, that all we can consider. But students, but are you fine with what we have done until now, students? Just for your basic thought process, are you clear, students?
So the
my
COVID risk is not to be taken
into
at all,
consideration,
or
into
how
consideration.
do we treat it?
At the moment, we need to treat the flights operations are taking place in pre-COVID.
Okay.
That is the understanding.
Okay.
But why I told COVID was, it is just an understanding. But as per my knowledge, if they give a COVID-19, it's a bonus because everyone can write the correct answers. But my understanding is they may not give a COVID-19 because they already predict the student's mind. You understand what I'm saying? Because they'll already predict the mind of the students. These guys will be thinking like this, so we will give them something they have not thought about. Getting the point, students? Yes or no? So just keep in mind, pandemic comes, it's a luck. If it does come, that's fine. But my suggestion is pandemic coming means you can write with a good writing point, but very rare chances they may give, because these guys are very highly intelligent who is testing the papers, and is the final hurdle as well. It won't be predictable, so you should be able to be fluid with the point of thinking. So students, one thing I will do is I will just color this airports, what is mentioned here, students. So I wanted to say one thing, students, this section of the airports, the 6 airports we have mentioned here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is not in the bullets, it's here. So what I can say is, students, if you observe, I have bulleted it. This, if you are strong with the 6 aeroplane, what we are working on, the hub versus the spoke, you will be able to think in the business aspect. So just remember that as well. So students, I will just do a small feedback review. Acquisition and merger, of course, there can be a situation of joint venture as well with the government or with the Skyline as possible. Cartel arrangements can be done, or with an airline company, that's possible. So I will write down that as well because that's in the F3 syllabus. So I'll write down here joint venture or acquisition. Thank you very much for that point. Joint venture or acquisition. That's a good one. So students, before we continue, any doubts we'll go to. So Amit, any questions you have on today's session?
No, sir.
Thank you. Anup, any questions you have, you can use the chat box. If you're fine, you can put Y in the chat box, or you can use the mic. Thank you. And then I'll go to Jaydeep. Any questions you have, you can ask me. If it is fine for you, you can put Y in the chat box. Revati, any questions you have, you can ask me. If it is fine for you, you can put Y in the chat box. Shailvi, any questions you have, you can ask me. If it is fine, you can put Y in the chat box. Vamsi, any questions you have, you can ask me.
If I have a question.
Yes, please.
So not relating to the current today's topic, but pre-scene analysis will be done, sir. The detailed pre-scene analysis.
It will be done, but you need to think, right? You get what I'm saying? Because
Yes, no.
you need to think in your point of view, but everything will be done. But just focus on the basics, fundamentals. You get what I'm saying? Because pre-scene analysis is too early at the moment, because if I do the pre-scene analysis, your thought process will get affected. You understand? So
Yes, sir,
try
I
to
got
make your
confused.
thought process very well. So no worries. So I think this is fine. On the Thursday class, students, we will be doing the ratio analysis. So get prepared on the thinking point of view. Now I think you can get the understanding of how to do the critical reasoning and the logical application. Basically in this aspect only, students. Don't go into the real world. Don't watch too much of videos because it will affect your thought process, because they may ask something different. You may give a practical example which may not tally with the requirement of the examiner. So that keep in mind. And again telling, if you have time, once again, go through these 16 pages. Don't memorize it, learn it. So thank you very much, students. We will meet on the Thursday class. Take care, students.